This account was told of a moorland road that crossed high ground between villages, where the land fell away suddenly on one side and the weather changed without warning. The road is still used, but not at night by those who know it well. The story was passed down carefully, without embellishment, and always with the same advice. One autumn evening, a man was returning home later than he intended. The daylight had gone more quickly than expected, and the mist had already begun to settle. He carried a lantern, though it did little more than mark his own steps. Not far into the crossing, he became aware of footsteps. They were steady, unhurried, and close. He stopped. The sound stopped with him. When he turned, he saw a dog standing on the road behind him, its coat black enough that it seemed to absorb what little light the lantern gave. Its shape was clear. The dog did not approach. It did not show its teeth or lower its head. It simply stood and watched. The man felt no urge to run. Instead, he felt the weight of recognition, as though he had arrived late at something that had been waiting for him. After a moment, the man continued on. The dog began to walk as well. They walked together in silence. The mist thickened around them, closing off the moor so that the road ahead felt narrower than it should have been. At times, the man had the uneasy sense that the dog was guiding him, not forward, but away from something he could not see. At one point, he veered instinctively toward the edge of the road. The dog stopped. The man hesitated, then stepped back onto the center of the path. Only then did the dog move again. Eventually, they reached a place where the road divided. To the left, the path sloped gently downward toward a stream. To the right, it climbed slightly before leveling out toward the lights of the distant village. The dog halted at the crossing. It stood facing the left path, unmoving. The man remembered then what he had been told as a child, that the black dog was not something to be chased, followed, or challenged, that it marked boundaries, not punishments. He nodded once quietly. The dog turned and walked down the left path, its shape dissolving into the mist until the road was empty again. The man took the right-hand path and did not look back. The next morning, word reached the village that a body had been found in the stream below the crossing. The man had slipped in the dark, though the ground there was known to be treacherous only in fog. Those who recovered him said there were no signs of a struggle, only the look of someone who had gone the wrong way. The man who had seen the dog said nothing. He did not need to. Those who walk the moor still speak of the black dog as an omen, but never as a threat. It does not chase. It does not attack. It walks where it must, and if it walks beside you, it is not to harm you, but to remind you that some roads are not meant to be taken. There are roads in Britain where people refuse to walk alone after sunset. Not because of bandits, not because of ghosts, but because something large, silent, and watching has been seen there for centuries. They call it the Black Dog. And if you meet its eyes, the stories say your life will never be the same. Across Britain, from lonely moors to village lanes, people have reported the same figure. A massive black dog, larger than any hound, with fur as dark as pitch and eyes that burn like embers. In East Anglia, they called it Black Shuck. In Yorkshire, Barguest. In Wales, Gwilgi. different names, the same presence. It is often seen at night standing perfectly still at the edge of the road. No growl, no movement, just watching. Some who encountered the black dog said it followed them silently for miles, always just behind, never attacking. Others claimed it vanished the moment they turned to face it. But the most chilling stories came from those who saw it before tragedy. In 1577, during a violent storm, a great black dog was said to burst into a church in Bungay. 2 people were found dead. Claw marks were burned into the church door. For centuries, the black dog was believed to be a death omen. To see it meant someone, perhaps you, would not live much longer. And yet, not all encounters ended in death. Some claim the dog walked beside them like a guardian, protecting them from unseen danger until they reached home. The same creature. 2 very different meanings. The black dog exists at the edge of belief, between fear and comfort. In medieval Britain, the night was a dangerous place. Roads were unlit, wolves still roamed. Death was never far away. The black dog may have been a way to give form to that fear, a living symbol of the unknown dangers beyond the firelight. But there is another layer. Black dogs often appear at crossroads, bridges, and boundaries. Places that folklore has always treated as thin, unstable, and dangerous. To some, the black dog was not evil, but a psychopomp, a guide between worlds, a creature that appears when life is about to change forever. That is why it does not always attack. Sometimes it only watches. Sometimes it walks beside you, not to harm, but to remind. Even now, people still report seeing large black dogs on empty roads, never left. Perhaps it only waits. If you ever see one standing in the road ahead, do not run. Do not follow. Just remember the old rule. Some warnings do not come with words. There are more watchers in the dark, more whispers in the land. If you wish to hear them, subscribe to Whispered Folklore.